Hi, Sean Stribble, Warranty Manager here at Charleston Homes.
Todd Hansen, Assistant Warranty Manager at Charleston Homes.
And today we just want to talk to you about our warranty reviews. So after our homeowners have closed, we offer each and every homeowner a 60-day and 11-month review. Typically the 60 days are going to be a little more informative as opposed to the 11-month, because at the walkthrough we go through a huge amount of information, and it's hard to retain all of that. So 60 days are kind of not only looking for things that you have questions, concerns with, and doing our own spot check, but also just kind of reminding you of certain things, whether it be seasonal or just kind of a checklist of things that as a new homeowner you're taking care of those things to give your home the longevity it needs. So Todd, I guess for 60 days when we go out there, you just want to tell our viewers out there kind of what we cover, or what we kind of go over?
I can kind of give you a breakdown of what I normally do on a 60-day. So technically with what I do on a 60-day, I'll come in and I kind of treat it pretty low-key. I come in and sit down with the homeowners, ask if they have any questions, concerns first of all. A lot of times somebody will have some doors that need adjusted, or some minor things like that. We'll sit down and kind of talk about that stuff to begin with. Then, like Sean was saying, we inundate our homeowners at walkthrough. There's a lot of information that we give out, and a lot of times we kind of get the deer in the headlight look from homeowners that, my gosh, I've got all this stuff, how can I remember? I kind of take it upon myself to go through and make sure that we kind of refresh homeowners' memories about what we've gone over, some typical things. So some typical questions I will ask a homeowner. One, have they registered their appliances in the kitchen? In the first year, if anything happens with those appliances, they're going to be covered under the manufacturer's warranty. So we want to get the model and serial numbers for those, taken care of. With that, next question I will kind of ask is, have they registered their furnace, air conditioner, or water heater? There are some parts and pieces in those major appliances that have extended warranties on them that we want our homeowners to be able to take care of with that. So I want to make sure that that's something that I remind them to get done. A couple other things I ask is if they remember how to clean the glass on the fireplace. If not, I can run them through that. That's real easy. That's something that kind of glasses over depending on, time of year and this and that. So some other things, I just ask general questions on, have they cut their sprinklers back? If it's spring, summer, or fall. We don't want our homeowners to be running a sprinkler system 3 times a day from when we've laid sod. One, it's going to make a muddy mess outside and swampy. Second of all, you're going to have a heck of a water bill to pay. So we want to be good on following up and making sure that our homeowners cut their sprinklers back with that. And then basically it's just, making sure if they've got any questions on anything, checking with that. One other big thing I have them ask is checking their sump pumps. Have they, checked it regularly? Is it something that they've gone to see if the pump works by unplugging the pump and plugging it in, checking it that way? That's not something you have to do real regularly, but you want to make sure that if you're going to have heavy rain for an extended period of time, that pump can work if it needs to.
So. Heavy rain, snow melts,
exactly.
Especially in the newer developments, we're seeing where they're tying into the electrical, and there's tends to be spikes and surges. So a lot of GFIs were getting calls on their tripping, when in fact it was just a whole neighborhood power outage. And
yeah, a lot of times though, a good example of this, up in the Arborview neighborhood, they're building a new commercial building over, and when they were building that, they cut a power line. That caused a trip and made the neighborhood go out for a second. When they put the power back on, there was a bunch of GFIs that tripped. One of those things, if you don't think about checking all of them, you can end up with problems.
Yes, and without power to the pump, then the pump's not going to work. And quite honestly, I'm guilty of it myself. We don't always go to our basements and check things out. So we do install the water alarm, so that's really helped.
Yeah, and that's one thing to check too. Common thing, I check on some 11 months as well as 60 days. I remind homeowners to change the batteries in their smoke detectors once a year, as well as those water alarm batteries. They're 9-volt operated.
And changing the furnace filters.
Yes.
That's really important, because sometimes we'll get calls that the furnace or air conditioner isn't working, when in fact the easiest thing that could have happened was just change the filter.
Yeah, and I've gone to some 60 days where they haven't either checked the filter or changed the filter, and that thing can be completely black, and you know that's not letting that furnace or air conditioner work like it should.
Yeah. So the other thing, last thing I guess, is just when we walk around the exterior, we're checking for the siding, we're checking a little bit on the, not on the roof, but about the roof.
Right. We want to make sure that any kind of perforations through the roof, like the pipes that come through, the vent pipes, those sort of things, that they're all caulked and sealed up. Same thing around the siding where penetrations come through. We want to make sure those are all sealed up.
Yep. So we typically hit all those at the walkthrough, but every now and then, just due to timing or weather or what have you, sometimes they get missed. So that's our double check at that point as well.
And it's a good reminder for our homeowners to kind of show them what to look for too as they're walking around their home.
And again, any settling, we kind of save that for the 11-month typically.
Right. Typically, with our settling, we want settling to be 6 inches or more if we're going to take care of that. We'll do a one-time settlement fill in that first year. If it's minor settling, we want to hold off until that 11-month time period to try to get that filled in, so everything settles as much as possible. The other side of that is if all of a sudden we've got a hole next to something and water can't get away from the foundation, we want to get that filled sooner than later.
Yep. So, well, thanks for your time.
Yeah.
I want to thank you guys for tuning in to our blog today. If you have any questions, visit our models. Check out our website, charlestonhomesomaha.com. Thank you.
Thanks.